will move away. They're going to better places, but our friends will be gone away. Nothing is as it has been, and I miss your face like hell. And I guess it's just as well, but I miss your face like hell. Talking about the way things change, and my family lives in a different state. If you don't know what to make of it, then we will not relate. So if you don't know what to make of it, then we will not relate.
All right, thank you, folks. You can sit down. Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and Board of Trustees of Hot Springs School District, thank you for joining us as we celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2026. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, growth. We are proud of these graduates and grateful to the families, teachers, and community members who have supported them along the way. Thank you for being here and making this memorable occasion for our graduates. I'd like to now introduce our student speakers. It is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2026 auditorium, Callie, Cano.
Hello everyone. As many of you may know, my name is Callie Cano. Recently, I've spent a lot of time thinking about what I wanted to say standing here today, in front of people who already know what this moment feels like and those who are experiencing it right now alongside of me. At first, I thought about listing every person I could thank for helping me get to this point, but then I stopped overthinking it and decided to speak from the heart and hopefully leave both the graduating class and everyone else with something meaningful to remember. Today, as we stand on the edge of a new chapter, I want to talk about a man who showed me what perseverance truly looks like. He was a man who in his brightest moments exercised a firm, the horse that swept all three races of the 1978 American Triple Crown, a moment in history built on discipline, patience, and belief. But his accomplishments alone were not what defined him. In his not-so-shining moments, he was also a man who served in Vietnam, one of the darkest wars in history, a war that changed people forever. Despite everything he experienced and the memories he preferred not to discuss, he pushed forward, showing incredible strength and resilience. Later in life, he faced 3 different types of cancer the same way he faced every challenge before it, head-on. He never gave up. Even when life became painful, even when the odds were against him, he kept fighting. Although during my lifetime he was retired, before that he was the hardest working person you would know. At his house, you wouldn't see much of him. Whether he was in the shop or garden, he kept busy even through all the pain he suffered. He passed away this September in a hard-fought battle with his own body, but he never let his struggle define him. his perseverance did. If some of you did not know, that man that I'm talking about is my hero and inspiration, my grandfather, Tommy Barrera. Someone I strive to be just as strong as, and someone I chose to use as an example today, not because of his story, but the kind of person he was. I think this is something all of us can learn from as we leave this chapter of our lives behind. Throughout all these hardships, he chose to face these challenges and find joy every chance he got. That's the thing about persevering. It is not just about getting through it is about how you get through it. Graduation is exciting, but also uncertain. We are stepping into a world where things will not always go as planned. There will be failures, setbacks, losses, and moments that feeling like giving up is easier. But perseverance is what carries people through those moments. Not talent, not luck, the choice to keep moving on. The people we remember most are not always the ones with perfect lives. They're the ones who refused to quit when life became difficult. As we move into this next chapter, I hope we carry that mindset with us. To face these challenges with courage, to continue when things become difficult, and to keep showing up for our goals, our families, and ourselves. Because perseverance is not just about surviving hard times, it is about becoming stronger because of them. And if there's one thing that his life showed me, it is that strength is not measured by what someone achieves, but by how they continue moving forward no matter what stands in their way. Every moment we wake up, we are given the choice about how we are going to live that day. Even on the hardest days, even when life feels unfair or exhausting, we still have the opportunity to bring joy, kindness, and hope into somebody else's life. Sometimes the strongest thing a person can do is to continue choosing light when life feels dark and heavy. So, as we leave today, I hope we remember that perseverance is not only about enduring hard times, but about meeting them head-on with hope, compassion, and purpose. Because even on your worst days, you still have the power to change someone's life for the better. Thank you. I would like to welcome the class of 2026 valedictorian, Christensen. Thank you, Callie. As the class of 2026 receives their diplomas and begins to pursue a career, whether that may be in mechanics, landscaping, or coaching, let us be confident in ourselves and the goals we set for our future. Confidence is not thinking that you are better than everyone else in the room. It is being so grounded in who you are that the room doesn't even matter. It is understanding that just because someone else won does not mean you lost. As I look around, I see plenty of winners in this room. However, rather than being intimidating or accepting defeat, I am more motivated than ever. We are provided here today with the perfect opportunity to learn from those who have already achieved their goals. After growing up in a world full of sports and GPAs, it is easy to believe that when someone else wins, I must lose. That every opportunity they take is one that I will never get back. Like success is limited and there are only so many wins to go around. But that could not be further from the truth. If that were true, that would mean every person who succeeds would make it harder for me to succeed. That each of the 61 Hot Springs alumni who are already in the Hall of Fame would make it harder and harder for me to get my picture up there. Luckily, that is not the case. Instead, there are a limited number of spots on that wall, and each person who came before me has only shown me how possible it is. The value in someone else's success is so great that it turns something from never being done before to showing you exactly how you can do it. Every person who figures something out leaves something behind. Knowledge, wisdom, proof that it is possible, and things that we can use. When someone is ahead of you, it is not something being taken from you. It is something being shown to you. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a very competitive person, but there is a difference between being competitive and labeling things as losses when they're not. If you believe that everything is a win or lose situation, you will act like it. You will hesitate, compare, and second guess. You will start guarding your life instead of building it. There is more opportunity now than there ever has been. More ways for you to win. The concept of success will look different for everyone. For some, it may be getting out of bed in the morning, and that's okay. My idea of success is achieving the goals that I set for myself. Whether that may be keeping my room clean or becoming valedictorian, each and every achievement is a win. Setting these goals are what helps me stay grounded and confident. The idea of scarcity is a mindset, because what is stopping each and every one of us graduates from achieving all of our goals? The answer is nothing. For example, just because Bill might win the lottery does not mean that everyone should stop buying tickets. In fact, if he does win, it would do nothing but inspire me to invest in the opportunity. After seeing proof that it's possible, of course I'm going to spend a few dollars and give this lottery thing a shot. That is how many of us need to start viewing the world. Stop believing in scarcity and start seeing everything as an opportunity. Understand that having the right people in the room only raises the ceilings higher. So let us be confident and truly find ourselves as we pursue our careers. Let us see someone else's success as something we can be grateful for, because their wins are not our losses. It is simply a sign that we are in the right room. I believe that each and every one of us can find success and achieve our goals as we leave this building. I hope that we can each step into rooms that may be out of our comfort zones, push us to our limits, and surround us with people who are achieving the goals that we are just now setting. Luckily for us, we already happen to be in a pretty good room. Thank you, Hot Springs alumni, and everyone who came today to support us for showing us that there are more than enough wins to go around for everyone. Thank you. I now welcome our guest speaker, Taylor Salmi, to the stand.
Well, the bar was just set quite high after Callie and Kara's great speeches, so thanks a lot. I could have gone first. But hello, graduates, families, and members of the Hot Springs community. I am Taylor Salmi, and it really truly is an honor to stand here today. I was very surprised and excited to be asked and to celebrate the incredible achievement of this class. As I look at each of you graduates sitting in those chairs, I can't help but reflect on my own days sitting in this very gym, in those very seats, and it seems just like yesterday. And I will say the only negative about being asked is it did make me feel a little bit old. But nevertheless, I remember the feelings we were feeling: excitement, uncertainty, and pride. I know many of you are feeling that whirlwind of emotions right now. Some of you might be feeling nervous about the future, others excited about what's next, and many a mix of both. That's completely normal. Today is a celebration of your journey so far and a launch pad into what is to come. When I was asked to speak, I wondered, what could I possibly say to a group of young adults about to take on the world? I reflected on the many impactful talks I had heard over the years, the people that inspired me and shaped me into who I became, and all the lessons I experienced throughout my life. Some lessons came from success, some from failure, and some from very embarrassing moments, and some from very dark, hard places. Some from praise and some from redirection, because learning and growing happens in so many different ways. I am not a funny person, so I didn't have any funny stories to tell you, and I didn't want you to be bored sitting here thinking, why in the world did I ask that crazy woman to speak to us? So when I finally landed on a topic, I thought to myself, what do I wish someone would have told me when I was about to walk out those gym doors? Many teachers and parents had told me you need to get a job, you need to go to college, and all of these suggestions to get me moving towards being what was perceived to be a successful adult. And yes, all of that was important, and yes, all of that shaped me into me, but what has really resonated most with me over the years of lessons and schooling and life experiences, it's not about how to make money, or what career to choose, or what college to attend, but really what hit home and has been the core of who I hope people perceive me to be is how to be a good human. Because really true, authentic greatness comes from how you treat other people. It is your character, not your credentials, which leaves the greatest mark and defines your legacy. 6 years ago, I went through the most challenging experience of my life. My daughter Carly being diagnosed battling and earning her angel wings from a brain tumor, which honestly at the time I did not think I would endure. However, with the help of this community sitting right here in this gym, including students sitting right here in front of me, who I look at as wonderful young adults now, wrapped around me and my family and helped us get through. Out of that terrible event emerged something really positive, the Hope for Arlie Foundation, that has allowed us to help over 100 families in Montana, all from right here in Hot Springs. Community is essential. We all need connection, we all need support, and we all need a lift sometimes. Find and build your community. Life gets tough and you need people to help get you through. You don't have to face your challenges alone. And remember this lesson from your time here in Hot Springs. Be proud of being from Hot Springs and what it can provide you. Lean on your community when you need them. In today's world, it often feels like we're caught in a whirlwind of criticism, polarization, and negativity. But I urge you to be different. You have a powerful choice to make. You can be a person who builds bridges instead of walls, who looks for positives instead of dwelling on negatives, and who lifts others up instead of tearing them down. Use this challenge to make the world a better place. When you see a problem, be part of the solution. Don't admire the problem and criticize. Instead, contribute the gifts you have to support. We all have different gifts, and as I look out at you, I am reminded of what a diverse group of individuals you are. You all have different talents that you bring to the table. You all come from very different backgrounds, and when I've talked to each of you individually, you all have expressed plans of branching out in very different directions. This makes you special, and I'm excited to see how your combination of talents impact the world. Also remember, measuring success isn't just about the public accomplishments. Many achievements happen quietly, humbly, behind the scenes. Both types of accomplishments are meaningful and important. Each one of you will accomplish many goals and experience many setbacks. Don't forget to be proud of your victories, regardless of how big or how small, and never let your setbacks define you or stop you from pursuing your dreams. We never know what life will throw our way. I am walking proof of that. I wish I could stand here and tell you that being an adult is all fun and easy, but that would be a lie. Life will give you many roadblocks and challenges. Just don't let those stop you in your path and cause you to ever give up. Meet each challenge with resilience and know that even in the darkest moments in our lives, lessons can be learned and you can get back up. You are entering a world filled with endless possibilities. You have the power to be anything you want to be. Whether you become a doctor or a plumber or a homemaker or a business owner, remember success is not solely measured by how much money you make, but by how many people you positively impact along the way. Our community here in Hot Springs has produced remarkable individuals. Your fellow alumni have ventured into many different careers and pathways, and a walk down the hallway and a look on the wall will allow you to see all the people that have sat in those exact seats before you and came from this very school and have paved the way before you. Examples of your fellow alumni should serve as proof that no matter how small your beginnings, you can dream big and achieve great things for yourself and others. So I challenge you today, make your mark on our world, be kind, be inclusive, look for opportunities to help others, and always remember the importance of community. The future could be brighter because of choices you make right now. Choices rooted in kindness, integrity, and a desire to help people together. Never be afraid to do the right thing or speak up in a crowd for what you believe to be true and right. Just remember to be respectful when you do it. Sometimes doing what you think is right brings harsh criticism and doesn't make you the most popular person in the room. But doing what's right is powerful, and you can make a difference with your attitude and your words. People notice when you are doing the right thing, when you're acting with integrity, and when you're treating people kindly, even if they don't treat you kindly in return. Don't let others ever dim your light. Shine bright. What we are here today celebrating is a huge milestone. You have accomplished something to be very proud of. All of you have overcome big hurdles to get here. Many of you have overcome various kinds of adversity. We are all here for you no matter where life takes you. Hot Springs will always be home. And the people here do care about you and your success. Throughout life, you will be thrown curveballs and challenges, and sometimes you don't get the choice about where you land or the circumstance you are dealt. But you always get the choice of how you react and what you do with those circumstances. Simple things you do every day make a huge difference. Holding a door for someone who's having a hard time, helping someone grab something off the top shelf of a grocery aisle, smiling often because smiles can make a day, or a simple gesture of kindness can be exactly what someone needs to get them through their day. Each of you know we never know what the people around us are going through. We all have our own struggles and challenges, and we celebrate different successes. This is why no matter what, and no matter who is in the room, you should always do the right thing. Also, never step on someone else or bring someone else down just to rise up. Rise up on your own successes, not others' failures. Always be a light in the darkness. As you go forward, remember this. Success isn't just about what you accomplish, it's about the lives you touch and the positive change you create. You are the change makers, the community builders, and the leaders of tomorrow. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see the incredible things you will do. As we stand on the brink of your new beginning, I want to remind each of you that success extends far beyond the diploma you are about to receive or any diploma that you will receive in the future. Success extends beyond the accolades and awards throughout your life. Real, authentic success is being a truly good human. Consciously choosing the way we treat others, the kindness we show in our daily actions, and the integrity we uphold in all circumstances. Remember, it's not just the achievements that define us, but our character. So as you pursue your dreams and face life's challenges, carry with you the unwavering commitment to kindness, because in the end, it's our character that leaves a lasting legacy, and I can't wait to watch your legacy unfold. Congratulations, class of 2026. Make your mark, and thank you so much for letting me be part of your unforgettable day.
Thank you, Taylor. Seniors, you guys can begin your role ceremony now.
You know they say you can't go home again. I just had to come back one last time. Man, I know you don't know me, man. These handprints on the front steps are mine. Up those stairs in that little back there. It's where I did my homework and I learned to play guitar. And I bet you didn't know under that light, my favorite dog is buried in the yard. Lord, if I could touch this place so freely. This brokenness inside me might start healing. Pictures of houses for years. Homes and garden magazines. Plans were drawn, concrete board, nail by nail, board by Daddy gave life to on the street. Just coming, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory.
Who's to say what's impossible they forget? This world keeps spinning with each new day. I can feel a change in every day. And where's the surface make reflections fade? But in some ways everything the same.
Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you older, even children get older, and I'm getting older too.
Home was an easy chair with my daddy there, and the smell of sun and supper on the stove. My footsteps carry me away, but in my mind I'm always going home. Now the miles I put behind me can't be home as the miles are laid ahead. And it's way too late to listen to the words of wisdom that my daddy said. The straight and narrow
Take it slow, but it's not typical. He already knows that the love is hard. His heart was a stone, but then his hands are on. I told him to go, then it's so damn hard. But I'll be a daydream, I'll be a fake thing. We could be unified.
my eye, and I said, love one back. Look who happened to show up in my house
Don't be afraid, little son. I'm a wilderness explorer, so I'm afraid of all dangers. Want some more? Hi, Lynn. Don't be scared. Come on out. Come on. Come on. Come on, son. Yes, son. That's like giant night. I have decided.
Oh, did you?
Are they tall?
Yes, they're very tall.
Are they colorful?
Yes, indeed.
Do they like chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate.
Alright, what is that? It's a snake.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Dear darling, it's been a long but lonely winter. Dear darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Darling,
Please welcome Jen Christensen.
Recognizes outgoing board members for their years of service. The time, dedication, and commitment to our school and students is very appreciated. We'd like to thank Ricky DePoe for his 9 years of service on the board. Ricky can't be here today, but we will accept this honor in his behalf. Thank you.
All right, time to hand out the money. First up, to present the Valley Bank Scholarship, Naoma.
I'm coming. All right, welcome everybody. Hey, good job to Mr. Lightnum and DJ Mindy Lightnum for putting this all together. I'm glad we had somebody to get this all set up, and congratulations to this class. This is a great group of kids. Just looking across there and really care about this group, and they're a great group of kids. So anyways, I'm going to take a quick moment to talk about the Valley Bank Scholarship. This is a great scholarship. Any kid, if you live in a community where Valley Bank has a presence, you can get this scholarship. There's a couple of very small requirements, and it's all based around fostering and being a part of that community. We have one recipient tonight, this afternoon, for the Valley Bank Scholarship. And just parents, if you have kids that are going to be graduating soon, I know that this is my second graduation this week. I was at the kindergarten graduation, class of 2038, so they're coming down the pipe. I would say get your kids involved. This is a great process. They will do some fundraising. They'll participate in community events, and it's a great thing. So our one recipient of this award this afternoon, I was excited when I saw this name. This is a gal that I've known for a long time. Very, very, just what you would like to see with the Valley Bank Community Scholarship Fund. There were a lot of our speakers spoke a lot about, perseverance and keeping the right attitude. And I tell people all the time, your attitude is a superpower. It is perspective on whatever situation you're going through. If you can have the right attitude, it doesn't matter what you're going through. You can make it great. And I watched this young lady always have the best attitude, always have a smile on her face, always work hard. So, Kara Christensen, you are the student. All right, who's next?
Here to present the Earl Burrell Memorial Scholarship, please welcome Lorraine Renard to the stage.
Good afternoon. My name is Lorraine Renard. I'm the president of the Thompson Falls Women's Club, and we're very proud that we've been able to extend our scholarship, and we were able to award 2 recipients $5,000. We have the first one I'd like to present is Kara Christensen. And our second recipient is Odin Max.
JW Scholarship. Please welcome Keith Jayden.
I'm Keith Marner. I got to see myself on Kara's first day of getting on the school bus. That was kind of cool. I used to be a bus driver, and I applied again to be a bus driver here. I'm in the VFW Post 5159, and we give a scholarship for $1,000. You have to have requirements of a person in your family has to have been in the military, didn't matter which branch, and there's an essay that has to be provided. And this year's recipient of the VFW Scholarship is Christensen. One other thing, they talked about attitude, and I've lived this my entire life. It is your attitude towards life that determines life's attitude towards you.
Here to present the Jakabosky Scholarship, please welcome Mark Ron.
Welcome, graduating class of 26. Yes, thank you, faculty, for allowing me to share a little bit about Jack Esser Foundation. Jack Esser founded and saw that there was a need for trade schools and trade services in the United States. And he poured out his heart, growing up as a hard worker himself, a blue-collar worker, and wanted to give back to his community. A couple years ago, he passed on and allowed me to be president of the Jack Esser Foundation. So I'm here to award 2 scholarships. And the first one I'd like to give, they each are $5,000. And the first one goes to Callie, Cano. And then the second one, another $5,000 goes to Odin Max. So this is our second year of being able to present, and we'll do it again next year and years to come. So hang with us. Next graduating class 2027 if you're out there. Thank you.
Here to present the class of 1976 scholarship, please welcome Candy Franklin.
My COVID class, and I'm very, very proud to be able to present a scholarship. This is my 50th year reunion, and one of my classmates said, let's do a scholarship. So we got it together, and hopefully we want to continue with it. And thank you for your 3 applicants that did apply for it. I appreciate that. But this year's winner is for $1,000 is William DeTienne.
All right, next to present the Hope for Harley Scholarship, and a host of other scholarships. Please welcome again Taylor Solomon.
So the first scholarship I'm going to present is the Harley Salmi Memorial Scholarship, which is given to a student that exhibits the characteristics of kindness, empathy, and perseverance. And this year's winner, who we're super proud to give it to, is Mrs. Christensen. All right. The next scholarship I'm going to be presenting goes to a couple of kiddos. This is the Hot Springs School Foundation Scholarship, which is a local scholarship provided every year to a group of students based on a pretty extensive application, and we have some really great ones this year. The first one of these is in the amount of $1,500 to Mr. Bill DeTienne. The second scholarship for the Hot Springs School Foundation in the amount of $2,500 goes to Mrs. Christensen. The next scholarship is the Buckridge Family Scholarship. This is ran by the Hot Springs School Foundation, but was money donated in memory of Terry Buckridge, which was a graduate from 1930. And this year, that first scholarship in the amount of $2,000 also goes to Mrs. Christensen. The second Buckridge Family Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Mrs. Cano. And the third Buckridge Family Scholarship in the amount of $500 goes to Mr. Bill DeTienne. The Elsie Dondeville Scholarship is another long-standing scholarship for Hot Springs. It was created in honor of Elsie Dondeville, who really valued education and hard work. And this year's recipient is Mrs. Christensen. Congratulations. This is the last one. Oh, there's one. Okay, the next one is the John C. McCoy Memorial Scholarship, which was funded by the McCoy family. And it's given to a graduate that had a family member that attended Lone Pine High School or elementary school when it was still operating. And this year's recipient in the amount of $1,000 is Mr. Bill DeTienne. All right, and the final scholarship that I'll be presenting is the Wendy Lonergan Memorial Scholarship, which is funded by Mrs. Wendy Lonergan's family, and it's given to a student that has exhibited and gone far above the community service requirements that schools require, and is an active member of her community in the amount of $500, and this is awarded to Mrs. Cano.
Thank you, Taylor. Next up, to present the Gwen Cavallini Memorial Scholarship, please welcome Maria Bader.
All right, congratulations, you guys. As Andrew said, I will be presenting the Gwen Cavallini Scholarship. This is a scholarship that recognizes a student who excels in the area of art and or music. And this year's recipient of $500 is Naoma Knudsen.
Okay, I got 3 scholarships I'm going to award. The first one is a student council scholarship, which is fundraised by the student council and given back to one lucky senior in the amount of $500. The winner is Christensen. Next is the Hot Springs Education Association Scholarship in the amount of $500, also awarded to Christensen. And the final scholarship that I'm awarding is the Skunk Alley Run Scholarship, which is the culmination of the profits from the Skunk Alley Run, which is next Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. So if you want to come run, be there at 8. And the amount of $500 to Christensen. We have 3 more seniors that are receiving awards today. These are awards that they've already received, but we're going to recognize those students now. Christensen, can you please stand? She has been awarded the University of Montana Merit Scholarship, $4,000 per year. She's been awarded the Reach Higher Design Sticker Scholarship, $1,500. The Montana State 4-H Steer Scholarship, $500. Sanders County Forward Reach Scholarship, unknown now. Mission Valley Elks MVP Student Scholarship, $2,000. The Rocky Mountain Twist Scholarship, $600. The Treasure State Basketball Scholarship, $250. And the Montana FFA Scholarship, $500. Congratulations. Next is Callie, please stand. She's been awarded the Cabinet Ridge Riders Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. The Spokane Falls Volleyball Scholarship in the amount of $1,553. And the Montana Trio Scholarship for $1,500. Congratulations. Next we have Odin Max, please stand. Odin has been awarded the MSU Northern Academic Scholarship in the amount of $1,500. The Montana State Range Scholarship in the amount of $500. The FFA Legacy Scholarship, $500. The FFA State First Place Award for Farm Business Management, $500. And finally, the Montana State University Merit Scholarship in the amount of $1,500. Congratulations. To present the, I guess we have one more that I missed. To present the 4-H scholarship, please welcome Terry Stevens to the stage.
So Sanders County 4-H gives a scholarship to outstanding 4-H members, and that's Christensen in the amount of $1,000. And when I open the envelope, there's also a steering trailer sales 4-H scholarship. So you got both.
Getting there, folks. Madam Chair of the Board, I am honored to present the members of the class of 2026. These students have successfully completed all graduation requirements established by the state of Montana and the Hot Springs School District. I respectfully present them for graduation.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the state of Montana, I hereby confer upon these students the diplomas and all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
right, here we go. We will now recognize the graduates of the class of 2026. William Don DeTienne. Erica May Cannon. Owen Victor Wisti. Callie and Cano. Odin David Max. Samson Genseroski, Jakabosky. Naoma Rose Knudsen. How did I forget? Lynn Christensen. Kristopher Michael Dyson. Ayleen Keefe. Jett JW Ford. Trevor Jayden. Members of the class of 2026, as you leave this school and begin the next chapter of your lives, remember that success is not measured not only by achievement, but also by character, integrity, and service to others. Wherever your journey takes you, carry with you the lessons learned, the friendships made, and the pride of this community. Congratulations and best wishes for the future. This is it. The tassel is traditionally worn on the right side of the cap by candidates for graduation. As a symbol of your achievement, please move your tassels from the right side to the left. of 2026.
Another time